So your underlying energy is the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, not Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Underneath here is the Queen of Wands. So I feel like there's maybe an uncertainty when it comes to the Queen of Wands underneath there. As you see that, I think there's a lot of options perhaps to choose, or there's a lot of avenues and which ways to go, or there's trying to figure out what your heart's desire is regarding the Queen of Wands. Very interesting. Or maybe it's perhaps talking about your confidence in regards to going after what it is that you want without perhaps seeing the end game, perhaps seeing the future. Maybe there's your defensive, what I was seeing before the Seven of Wands and the Three of Pentacles, could be that there was some sort of defensiveness regarding some sort of approach to the future, or regarding some sort of regarding the future, planning for the future with some individual, because you don't know how they're going to react. They're very authentic in the moment, right? So this person may be that, this is about figuring out what you're going to do and then going along with it without exactly seeing the, the end result, okay? Or without seeing what the future has to hold, or what certainty the future has. Now, with your current state of being, you have this Two of Wands here. So there is a direction in which there is there's a need to go, right? You're stuck at a crossroads. You can't move forward anymore. You can't, walk straight. You gotta make it left or right choice, or there's other directions, right? But I feel like there's just this feeling of being stuck here, right? I think there's passions here of which you want to pursue, or the relationship wants to take, but it's not really moving anywhere. It's kind of feeling stuck almost in a way. Not like, I'm not saying like it's a bad thing, like you're feeling stuck and you're not sure of what to pick. Not necessarily. It's more of like, yeah, to me it is that. It's like you're trying to figure out which avenue in which to go, which avenue to pursue, because whichever one you do pursue, there's going to be work needing to be done right after, right? Once you go ahead and make that choice, you're just making it happen. The desired outcome for your love life is the Three of Cups. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, there may be reunion or some sort of reconnection for some of you guys, or being, or being surrounded by people that that care about you. Someone that is, that has your back, is very supportive. This is also talking about social circles. So this could be that you wanting to be around people that support you at all times, people that have, that have your back. But the thing here that's keeping you from the Three of Cups, or keeping this, this outcome at bay, is the Knight of Pentacles. This could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or this could be that somebody's moving very slow or procrastinating on making a choice because they're still evaluating their options, or evaluating what they truly want. What is, what is the value of the work that needs to be done to make that happen? All right. I feel like this person isn't fully committed. This person, whoever this is not fully committed to making something happen, because they're still trying to figure out, trying to see what they can see with it, trying to get all the information that they can, trying to make a very practical decision about something that they truly want. Why which is the Seven of Cups. That's why I feel like with this, it's almost like sometimes when it comes to choosing what you love, you may not see the outcome. You may not see what is, you're not see any guarantees close up, unfortunately. Sometimes you just have to take a risk with some things that you pick, especially if it is somewhere around, being authentic to where you are, or being authentic to yourself. If any of these is truly what you want, sometimes it may not have a guarantee label on it of a cash back, or a policy, a return policy, a really reliable return policy. But if it's something that you want, it may just have to be something that you go for and try the best that you can to make it happen. Now, this Knight of Pentacles is potentially, like I said, is procrastinating in the energy of, is procrastination, or is procrastinating, taking very slow time, making slow progress towards making some sort of commitment, or making some sort of move, because of the Six of Pentacles. Perhaps there was some balancing issues, or some sort of imbalance in the past. Perhaps that maybe somebody that that you were dealing with, you've been giving so much. Maybe you've been putting in a lot of work, and you've been putting in a lot of time and effort, and this person hasn't been giving it back. Or this is the vice versa effort, where there was somebody that has given you something, and there is a slowness to kind of repay that, or sort of not necessarily repay it, but to at least chip in the other's 50. Now, there's something here with the Six of Pentacles that's really interesting to me regarding this Knight of Pentacles. It's like the reason why there is procrastination is because there's some sort of imbalance, or there's something that needs to be balanced. Maybe there's some things that need to be taken care of before there is this connection with an individual. But your best path to follow is the Eight of Pentacles. Not the Nine of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles does indicate focusing on the moment, focusing in the moment and working with what you have, focusing on what you have, okay? And it does sometimes, you know what, like I said before, the future don't matter, okay? Because you can change the future, you can make the future anything you want it to be. It doesn't necessarily matter. And I feel like there's a high emphasis on what is on the other side of these cups, rather than going step by step with each cup. So I feel like going step by step, focusing in the moment and focusing on what you can work with right now, Capricorn, that's the best option for right now, especially when it comes to this relationship. Especially if you're waiting on somebody to get going, or waiting on somebody to give you something back, because that's what could potentially be happening. You kind of have to focus on the you know, it's best to focus on the present, because there's nothing really you can do if this is someone else that's waiting, or someone else that's, you know, taking their time and figuring things out, you know. And even if this is you, right, take your time and figure it out, right? You focus on the moment, focus on what you can do. Honestly, if it's looking for a future or some sort of guarantee, you have to just commit, because you may not have that guarantee of it, you know, being exactly what you're looking for. But that's the beautiful thing about the Queen of Wands, and which we all have in each other. We all have the Queen of Wands in us, and you have it too. This is why this is coming up this way. The Queen of Wands is willing to take a risk to get what she wants. She's willing to take a risk and go after what it is that she wants. Look at that. The King of, wow, the King of Wands is underneath here, guys. And the Four of Pentacles. Yep, see what I'm saying? It's that taking a risk factor. The King and Queen of Wands are not afraid of taking a risk and going for something that doesn't necessarily have a guarantee that it will get them to where they want to be. They'll just take another course. They'll change the direction. But that Queen of Wands was you. So that means that you do have that capability of being a risk taker and trying something out without necessarily 100% a guarantee of it working out. Sometimes the beautiful aspect of it is taking the risk, is jumping with both feet in, and you know, doing the best that you can with it and seeing where it leads, because you may be surprised at where things can land or where things can end up. Now, in your feelings, you have some sort of soulmate connection in your love, in your feelings section. You have a lot of love here for this person from the past. Okay, and the reason why I say a lot of love is because the Knight of Cups is in your outcome, which could be somebody from the past as well, or somebody that you already know. But the thing here is that the Six of Cups does indicate here that this is a soulmate connection that you're feeling. This is someone from the past that you're connected to emotionally. And this is honestly what can make or break the relationship, right? Make or break the situation in your love life, whether to pursue, whether not to pursue, whether to make the decision to go each way or what have you. Okay? And I feel like since the desired outcome is to connect with someone or to reconnect with someone, either way, connect, reconnect, you know, celebrate, you know, be in harmony with people, or having some sort of support. I feel like this all has to do with this balancing issue. You have this, and it's not really an issue though. It's just the way the pendulum swings. Whose turn is it? Whose turn is it to act? The Six of Cups is who you're feeling though. This is someone that you feel very connected to, someone that has a possible past life relationship with you, if this isn't an ex that you're feeling. But I do feel like this is someone that's significant, and you feel this person as well. Now, with your hopes and fears, you have the Nine of Wands. I understand, right? Considering that, again, this is no guarantee of something actually happening in the way that you want it to happen. That's why you do take a look very closely and look very closely at the details, and you really see what you need to see. This, you know, with offers that are coming your way. But if this is about where you want to take your own life, and the way you want to take your own life looks like this, nobody's offering you anything, then it's all about whether or not you're willing to take the risk necessary to get to where you want to be, because the Knight of Pentacles doesn't do anything without security. And I feel like right now this may be the hindrance of pursuing something that could make the relationship or make this love life a lot more exciting and very rewarding with that Three of Cups. So with the Nine of Wands, coming up back to my point, is that, yeah, it's going to be, it may make you feel very defensive, and I think you may not want to be defensive, and I don't think you want to be, hurt, but I think you also want to see the results of your labor to be very, beneficial, to be very successful. Because the Nine of Wands is something that is a long time coming, right? It's a long time working on it, putting effort in, and remaining defensive because you still believe in what you're fighting for, despite what you've been through. Okay. And I feel like ultimately the fear is giving up. Most importantly, giving up, or someone else giving up on you, or you giving up on the relationship. But I feel like there's a connection here that's strong. I don't think there's anything to give up on. But again, that's where the whole leading with your heart comes in, with the Knight of Cups in your outcome. Leading with your heart, follow what your heart's desire is. Let that lead you instead of the practical stuff, instead of like what ifs. Because where's the fine print? Because unfortunately, right, when you follow your heart's desire, there is things that you may encounter, but you have to believe that you can survive those things. The King and Queen of Wands that just showed up underneath the Seven of Cups shows that they have confidence in themselves to know that they survive any sort of outcome, any sort of situation that they run into. They know that they can handle it in that moment. You can too. That's why it's coming up for you. That's why you are being seen as the Queen and King of Wands. Could be a twin flame relationship as well, but most importantly, this could be that you're dealing with that fire sign and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. But most importantly, like, this is your dream. This is what you want. This is what you want to go after. Make it happen. You can have it. This is yours, but you gotta take a risk. Let's go ahead and see what the Whispers of Love has to say for this whole situation. Okay, in your love life for this week. Okay, express your love through gifts. Giving a small token to someone expresses your love to them. And I really feel like this is talking about expressing your love through your own means, like being authentic, something that you can give to them that no one else can give them. And that could be time, right? Because Pentacles is time. It can be time, it can be, anything tangible, but tangible in the sense that it can't be given. No one else can give this to someone else. And I feel like you giving them you is the best token of all. Being in the moment and going after what your heart's desire is and making this thing happen, that's the best thing that can come out of this. Okay. I don't know about giving a gift. It could be that somebody's birthday's coming up and you need to give them a gift or something like that. Or maybe this person responds well with something material. But I do feel like this isn't talking about material goods. I feel like this is talking about something else. I think it's talking about a token of some sort that cannot be, given by anybody else. Only you can give this to this person. The Thinker card, okay, and this is the card 44 is coming up here. So it's talking about thinking and really just taking a second to really, come up with some sort of consensus of what it is that you guys, what's holding you back, what's holding you back, what you truly want. Because honestly, you guys have, a lot of options ahead of you, and it's certainly uncertain of where they can lead. So do it. I mean, if you have to take your time, take your time. Living in the moment. If you have to live in the moment and looking at the details, focusing very deeply on what you can do, because this is about action now. Okay, Eight of Pentacles is about taking action. It's a slow process because you're building the foundation. Usually when Eight of Pentacles comes up, but it's plugged to action. But if you need to think on it, if you need to think on this action, go ahead and do so. But I feel like most importantly, the Thinker card isn't necessarily saying about taking your time, think about it, think it through. No, I think it's saying don't overthink things. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Because ultimately, if you let the time pass, you're going to miss out. So you got to, I feel like Thinker is not saying, okay, that's what it's saying. It's not saying think about things. Think about it. Because if that was the case, you wouldn't have the Knight of Pentacles coming up as the obstacle to reconnecting with somebody from the past. It's about doing it. It's about making it happen. If you overthink it, you cause yourself to back out of it. It will potentially bring you guys to a point where you are not sure if you can do it. And you have the confidence already. You've been through it enough already. You've been through a lot. Just do it. Don't overthink it. Just do it.